I picked up 3 of these bouncy balls from Dollar Tree. I'm gonna start by painting these. Your best bet is going to be using a chalk paint and just apply a really thin coat. The paint does not have to be perfect. Now I grabbed 2 paint sticks. I'm just gonna hot glue these together to make one long one. Now I'm taking each of those painted bouncy balls and I'm going to attach them to the paint sticks. I am using Snow Tex. This is a really cool textured medium. With everything dry, I can start decorating. So I've just got some little black stones. I wanted to create a little carrot for a nose. So I used some orange polymer clay and just baked this for about 10 minutes so it becomes nice and firm. I am using a big flower pot. I'm going to use some heavy stones to help keep it in place. Now I want to add some decorations.
Head to Dollar Tree and pick up green pool noodles, garlands, and fairy lights. Take pool noodles and a knife, create the shape of a J, and thread wire through the center of the pool noodles to help it hold the shape. Take a hot glue gun and garland and begin to wrap the garland around the pool noodle. To create the shape of an O and thread wire through the center of the pool noodle to connect both ends to hold the shape and use hot glue to secure the ends together. Take a hot glue gun and a garland and begin to wrap the garland around the pool noodle. Take pool noodles and a knife to cut down 3 pieces that are the same length. Create the shape of a Y and thread wire through the center of the pool noodles to connect all of the ends to hold the shape, in addition to packing tape, and use hot glue to just secure it all together. Take a hot glue gun and garland and begin to wrap the garland around the entire pool noodle. Wrap the J, the O, and the Y with fairy lights.
I spray painted each of the bowls with different colors. I'm going to take the small cups and paint them with silver spray paint. I'm going to dip my finger into the paint and then I'm going to rub that over the top of the accents on the bowls. I'm going to drill a hole into each, use some super glue and place it around the edge, and then I'm going to place the other bowl of the same color on top. Next, I'm going to take some twine and I'm going to tie a knot and stuff it through the hole. And then I'm going to glue the silver cup on the top. Glue the embellishments onto the bulbs.
I want to wedge this in really, really tight. I want to trim it to just beneath. I'm going to push this down into the styrofoam. So I have my large styrofoam ball here. And I'm going to push this one all the way down to the bottom. What I'm going to use now is S-pins. We'll start with this top one up here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take those green pins and I'm going to secure this. I'm going to unwrap this and I am going to start with this down in the bottom of my pot. I'm going to go ahead and I've got all kinds of evergreen and Christmas picks and just add those in. And I'm going to fluff it and just add it. And the next thing we're going to do is add our holly just like we did below. I'm going to finish adding all of these berries. I'm just going to add some brown paint to it.
Pick up 2 small tabletop evergreen trees. Line up the trees bottom to bottom. Place some glue at connecting points of the trunks and hold until dry. Fluff out the branches of the trees on both sides. Take your sparkly picks and connect them to the center of the trees and arrange the berries into the branches of the trees. Take your hot glue gun and secure them in place with a little glue. Grab some ribbon in a coordinating pattern and tie a simple bow. Slide a piece of the wired evergreen strip through the back loop of the bow and tie the bow to the center of the swag. Take it a step further and glue your bottle brush, tree, and any other embellishment you like to the center of the swag. Hang your new swag vertically on your front door.
We're going to start with the wreath frame. Grab a metal clipper. You want to go around each one of the rings and clip off the metal. We're also going to grab some yarn. I put some cardboard down, grab some hot glue, and I'm going to grab that yarn. I'm going to tack it on there and roll it around and work your way around. Once you get all 3 of the same size ring put together, we are going to put them in place by putting them inside each other. But what we got to do is keep them together. So that's where the zip tie comes in. Cut off the excess, and then we're going to turn it over and do the same on the bottom. Now it's time for some fairy lights. These are perfect. What we want to do is take some hot glue on the bottom and we're going to put the switch and glue it down there. And then what we're going to do is start wrapping it all the way around all of the arms. We've got to grab a cup and maybe a little twist tie or something. I'm going to put it through my little cup. Again, I picked this up at Dollar Tree. So put that on there and you're going to twist tie that around.
Pick up 6 clear plastic punch bowls from Dollar Tree. Cut a round hole in the bottom of each punch bowl and then glue the bowls together top to top with hot glue. Take the 6 attached bowls and then glue the bases of the bowls together so that you have 3 bowl balls stacked vertically. Take an LED fairy light strand, wrap the string lights around a wood dowel and thread them through the center holes. Distribute the fairy lights into each bowl. Place the bowl stack on top of a planter of choice. Hot glue the bow.
Let's create some Christmas decor using ornament balls and pool noodles. Start by connecting the ends of the pool noodles using duct tape. Now, connect the other ends to create a complete circle with the pool noodles. Next, create a hanger. Start gluing the ornament balls to the outer perimeter of the pool noodle circle. Here is a tip to consider. Don't put the glue directly on the pool noodle because the pool noodle will melt. Instead, put the glue on the ornament and let it cool for just a couple of seconds before attaching the ornament to the outside of the pool noodle. As you add ornaments and continue around the circle, you're going to want to put a little bit of glue in between the ornaments. Once most of the pool noodle surface is covered, start to glue smaller sized ornaments to fill in the gaps. You can take it one step further and glue small picks of greenery or other Christmas picks to fill in the gaps.
Right here we have our 9-foot garland. All I've done is I've just fluffed this out. Place your piece of berry and then just take the twist ties and use them as if they're a pipe cleaner securing your product in place. You can also do the same thing with some sprays. Just taking a pipe cleaner, stringing the ornaments, taking that pipe cleaner, twisting it secure, and then placing them wherever you find best. Now we have this really pretty white kind of fern texture.
So the first thing I want to do is roll out a big long length of it and cut it off. So the first thing I'm going to do is spray paint it white. Now I need a base, and I am using this red pot, and I'm putting a piece of cardboard on top so I have a nice flat base. I grabbed this metal pole and I'm just going to stick this through that slit I cut all the way down into the dirt. What I want to do is weave this gutter guard on the pole, and I'm just going to continue this way, doing kind of a Z fold and making the layers a little bit narrower as I go to the top. I'm adding a little bit of hot glue to where the gutter guard touches the pole. Now it's time to decorate. I also found some cute mini ornaments and I'm hanging these on the topiary.
I'm going to start with some white pool noodles. Have some zip ties, and I'm just going to wrap these around my railing and around my pool noodle, and I'll be ready to decorate it. I picked up this silver garland, so I'm going to tuck a white pipe cleaner underneath my zip tie and then pull it up. You see how I've done that? Wrap right around, do that around each one. I'm going to trim off my pipe cleaners, bend those ends down. I picked up 4 of these little white Christmas trees from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to lay these right along the side using a cable tie. I am going to tuck these right underneath my garland. I picked up these foam snowflakes at Dollar Tree, and I have my little bin full of S-pins. Add these all the way down. I want to add a little bit more silver.